Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda Marsalis. Welcome to Heard It on the Shark. I'll be your show host, and Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area is your show sponsor. Heard It on the Shark is a weekly interview show that airs every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Shark 102.3 FM radio station based in Ripley, Mississippi. Then it's released as a podcast on all the major podcast platforms. You'll hear interviews with the movers and shakers in North Mississippi who are making things happen. I'll talk to entrepreneurs, leaders of business, medicine, education, and the people behind all the amazing things happening in North Mississippi. When people ask you, how did you know about that? You'll say, I heard it on the Shark. Heard It on the Shark is brought to you by the Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area. We want you to get out and discover the historic, cultural, natural, scenic, and recreational treasures of the Mississippi Hills that are right in your backyard. And of course, we want you to take the Shark 102.3 FM along for the ride. Musical credit belongs to Hill Country Blues guitar legend Gary Burnside and the late great Buddy Grisham, playing Long Way Home from their album Acoustic Brothers, which was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
This program was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda with another episode of Heard It on the Shark. And today in Sun Bear Studio, I have with me Miss Mason Drewery, who is the Tippah County Extension Agent who is over 4-H. She has been doing that job since last October. Mason, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now, tell me, Mason, just a little bit about yourself. You know, where'd you graduate from? Where'd you go to school? That sort of thing.
Okay, so I grew up in Tippersville, and I went to school at Kossuth. I graduated in 2018. I then went to Northeast, and a lot of people don't know this. I was the mascot at Northeast, so that's kind of a cool, interesting thing about me. And then I graduated from Northeast and went to Mississippi State, where I obtained my Bachelor's of Science in Animal and Dairy Science. And then from there, I went to a feedlot in Nebraska with about 80,000 head of cattle. And then magically, I came back to Mississippi, and I was a research associate at Prairie Research Unit. We're doing research on a bunch of beef cattle. And then I decided to move a little bit closer to home. So now I am the extension agent in Tippah County.
Mason, that is a 100A+ story. I love that. That is North Mississippi at its finest.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. You went to great, wonderful Northeast, and you went to Mississippi State and got your degree, went off, and then came home. I love that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for coming home.
Thank you. And I'm currently working on my master's, so I hope to have it in August. I hope to graduate in August.
Okay, what's your master's?
Master's of Agriculture and Animal and Dairy Science.
Also through Mississippi State?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm through Mississippi State. I did a little bit of it at Prairie Research Unit, and I'm finishing up under Dr. Harvey right now.
Okay, that is very exciting. We are here today to talk about the Tippah County Fair coming up August 1 through 9.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you told me before we sat down that this is your first fair.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to jump off in the deep end is what everybody says.
Okay, they all know it is the deep end because it is an enormous thing that happens here every year. So why don't you give me some of the highlights of what's happening at the fair this year?
So we basically have, it would be the same thing every year. I do know we're having a game fowl show this year. That's something new to the fair. Basically, though, everything is still the same. Our big nights, though, are normally the youth night, that Thursday, and then that Friday's rodeo night and Saturday's rodeo night. So those are some of the bigger nights we have.
Okay. And the same usual things like armband nights and all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Everything's still the same. That Thursday will be that school night.
And so if people want to get into the nitty-gritty and find out when exactly the Fairs of the Fair or the cheerleader competition or anything like that is, can you point them in the right direction?
Yes, ma'am. So the Tippah County Fair has a Facebook page. You can search it, and it has all the information. You can also come by the Extension Office. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and pick up a fair book. And if you have any other questions, just give us a call or stop by the office. We're always happy to answer them.
Give us a phone number.
You can do 662-837-8184, and that is the office.
Okay, great. Okay, now, you told me a few things, again, before we sat down in here about how 4-H is involved in the fair that I did not realize. And that's the thing about any county fair. There's so many levels of things happening all at one time. There's the rides and the cotton candy, but there's so many talent things happening all at one time. And I want you to tell about your 4-H things that are going on.
Okay, so we have a little bit of everything. So we do have livestock shows. So we have the beef show, the dairy show, we have a goat and lamb show, and we also have a poultry chain. So that's the chicken show. All our 4-Hers are involved in that. Some of the fundraisers we do, so we're very big on fundraising during the fair. We have what's called the livestock booth, and that is run by the livestock club. So all proceeds, money raised, just goes back into the livestock account that helps those children with their entry fees and everything. So basically there they sell hot dogs, hamburgers. They're famous for their corn dogs. So if you want a corn dog, just hit them up. They're happy to sell you something. Another fundraiser we will have going on will be the Shooting Sports, the snow cone truck. So that's a very big one. It will only be there, though, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The livestock booth is open the whole fair. So if you want a snow cone to cool off, they'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then another fundraiser, which is actually going on right now till the end of fair, August 9th, we will pull a ticket, is the 50-50 raffle. So this will benefit all 4-H. It goes back into the general 4-H account, and all you have to do is either come by the office right now or show up at the fair. We'll have a booth between the FFA booth and the Livestock Club booth, and you just get a ticket. It's $1 for one ticket. It's $5 for 6 tickets and $10 for 12 tickets.
Okay, so between now and the fair, people can go by the extension office and buy tickets then?
Yes, ma'am. They can just come by any day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Act like I'm dumb and don't know what a 50-50 raffle is.
So that's basically where you buy a ticket, we'll put it into one account, and so say your name is so-and-so's name's Straw. He will get 50% of what is raised, and the 4-H keeps the other 50%.
Okay, so if you guys sell $1,000,
they'll get $500. We'll get $500.
All right, I like it. Do you know what the winner got last year?
I don't think they did it last year, but the year before, the old agent Casey Moss, which is now in Itawamba, she said they raised over $2,000 something, and they came out pretty good.
Okay, so you have 3 fundraisers going. One is a food booth at the fair every night, and that helps the
Livestock
Club. I bet that's an expensive club to be in.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the second one is the snow cone booth, and that helps the shooting club.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the general fund, you just buy the 50-50 raffle ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I hope everybody comes out and helps support 4-H. These kids need it. They work hard, and we need to be able to help them in their future.
Will the 4-H kids be on site showing their animals that week as well?
Yes, ma'am. So each 4-H fundraiser for the livestock, like the showing, they'll be there. I also have county ambassadors. So next week, I'm hosting a county ambassador interview, and I have 11 applicants, I believe, and so they will actually be on the fairgrounds in their little green polos helping with anything the fair needs. And you'll see them at the livestock booth, the snow cone truck, or the 50-50 booth.
Tell me, give your elevator pitch for 4-H. If somebody listening across Northeast Mississippi has a kid or a grandkid in high school, or how young can you be? 5
to 18.
Okay, so in school at all. Why should they be in 4-H?
4-H gives them an opportunity they may not have in school. It runs a little bit different from like school clubs. So you may meet somebody from Smith County at a livestock show, and you might not have never met them in school, and you could be best friends. And we have a bunch of opportunities from singing to dancing to STEM to livestock. I mean, we offer it all. And we have good scholarships when they graduate. And a lot of people on resumes look for if they were a 4-H'er because they know they can step up to the standards.
Okay, and you don't have to, like, as a kid, I didn't have any livestock. I didn't know about sheep and horses and things. Would there have been a place for me or a kid like that?
Yes, so you don't have to have a livestock background. We offer culinary, so we have a culinary club you can cook. We have a Lego club if you want to come build Legos. We do have a Clover Bud that's from 5 to 7-year-olds, so they are a little bit younger age. So they like build stuff and draw and whatever they want to do. We also, for the fair, I'll have the clubs build stuff, and they can enter into the fair and win prizes and money. But I mean, if you also don't have a livestock background, we offer livestock judging and horse judging. If you're interested in that and you want to be a part of livestock, we're open to have anybody come in and we'll teach you everything you need to know.
If somebody listening would like to get in touch with you, give them the best way to find you.
So we do have a Tippah County 4-H Facebook page. I post everything there up to date. Also, you can call me at the office. You can email me, which my email is med549@msstate.edu. And you can just stop by the office because I'm normally there unless I'm out on assignment or helping kids somewhere in the county.
Okay, Mason, I look forward to seeing you at the fair.
Thank you. I look forward to having you at the fair.
Good luck to you. I hope your first fair experience is fantastic.
I hope it goes good.
Okay, everybody. This has been Mason Drewery, who is the new Tippah County Extension Agent over 4-H. And that's all the time that we have for this edition of Heard It on the Shark. You can tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to find out what's happening with other local community leaders. If you have a question, a comment, or a suggestion for an interview, or if you'd like to listen to this interview again, you can go to our website, shark1023.com, and click on the podcast tab. Keep it tuned to the Shark 1023 and have a great rest of the day.
The Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area was established by the United States Congress in 2009 and represents a distinctive cultural landscape shaped by the dynamic intersection of Appalachian and Delta cultures. This intersection has produced a powerful concentration of nationally significant cultural icons, including King of Rock and Roll Elvis Presley, First Lady of Country Music Tammy Wynette, blues legend Howlin' Wolf, civil rights icons Ida B. Wells Barnett and James Meredith, America's favorite playwright Tennessee Williams, and Nobel laureate William Faulkner. The stories of the Mississippi Hills are many and powerful, from music and literature to Native American and African American heritage to the Civil War. The Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area supports the local institutions that preserve and share Northeast Mississippi's rich heritage. Begin your discovery of the historic, cultural, natural, scenic, and recreational treasures of our region by visiting the Mississippi Hills National Heritage Area online at mississipphills.org.
This show is made possible by JC Media, LLC in Ripley, Mississippi. JC Media owns the Shark 102.3 Classic Rock FM radio station where the show is hosted, and Sun Bear Recording Studio where the interviews are recorded. We need your feedback and support. If you listen to the podcast on a player like iTunes, Google Podcasts, or Amazon Music, please subscribe to the show and leave us a review. We also have an email in which you can share your feedback. That email is theshark1023@gmail.com. Subscribe to our podcast on your favorite app or stream episodes online at shark1023.com/podcasts. Today's episode was produced by Melinda Marsalis. It was edited by Rick Williams and engineered by Chris Marsalis. The podcast technician is Joyce Grady.